Hey guys, this is your boy Markcoos, and as you can see, we're back at the Markcoos Mafia episode number 34, and welcome back. If you haven't been enjoying this series, give a little comment. I love little comments and reading them. But as you can see, we're looking at Angoya here. He plays Ivory Coast man. He's pretty fast, not the fastest, but he's basically a replacement for Cotrabus and a backup for Burgard and Housawi. I think that's his name. Anyway, you buy him and he's only 4 million. So I was like, fair enough. I needed a backup player anyway, so got to buy him. I also got to buy Donnie as a replacement for Ki Young because Ki Young is not playing. Sorry for touching the microphone there. But yeah, and into the next match. Into the first match, next match. Face a guy, team strength, same as mine, rating a little bit better, but he's from. Oh, I gave a guess and say he was from Spain. So I checked his profile after the game. He's from Spain. He's from Brazil. He's from Spain. He's from Brazil. So I was like, oh, he's not going to have that much pace. He has Martins, Eto, Lucas Moura, Oscar, Biabiani, Ramirez, De Jong, and Bia Pereira. And I was just like, oh my god. Like, he was playing two defenders, a left back and a right back, a left back and a centre back. And anytime he got the ball, as you see, he just pings it forward to Obafemi Martins, who runs through on goal. And he scores. And I was like, why? Like, what is the point of playing the game if all you're going to do is do the same thing over and over again? So again, it was the same thing. In the third goal, I did really bad defending here. I was expecting Burgard to get it, so I was actually going to hack him, but it switched to Housawi for some reason, and he goes for a goal and pops it past Cormer again. And I'm like, well mate, screw you, at half-time. See a little bit of the stats, and I just quickly go first, had 2 shots, and I was just like, screw you mate. Get to hell. So I quit the match now. I'm not. I just can't be bothered playing the pace abusers anymore. It's really starting to piss me off, and this is really just starting to become a pain playing MLO online. Or ML online, Master League online. But in the next match, it's a special match against a guy who has a much better team than me. He's got Adebayor, Bonlohor, Robin, Afellay, Bruno Alves, Ramallan, Toure, and Joe Hart in goal. I'm like, this is going to be a very difficult match, but due to the fact that he played 4 centre backs, I thought, I might have a chance of just exploiting the wings, which is what I do. So in the 5th minute, get the ball, a little nice passing move. Huntelaar plays a great football through to Christian Eriksen, great first touch from the Danish player, and he pops him back in there. I'm like, fair enough. But in the 16th minute, get the ball with Searchy is so bloody good in this game, it's absolutely amazing. But he hits it back to Eriksen passes it back to Donati from the edge box, volleys it into the top corner. I'm like, nice goal, Donati. It's like decent. It was more or less his first match. So in the 42nd minute, he gets a shot with Adebayor and scores. And I was like, fair enough, man, fair enough. So 2-1 at half time. He's only had 3 shots on target, last 7 shots, 6 on target. So I do deserve to be ahead, maybe by more than 2 goals, more than 1 goal. But in the 49th minute here, he gets the ball of Robin, passes it back to Adebayor, and this is possibly the most ridiculous defending I've ever seen in my life, and ridiculous ping pong. And it ends up getting it back to Adebayor, and he hits it into the top corner. In the 61st minute, I pass it through to Searchy again. I'm just like, mate, if you're going to exploit, no, he didn't really exploit the game, but I was like, screw you, mate, and I just triple crossed it through to Downing, who pops it in the back of the net. But in the 66th minute, he does more or less tries to do the exact same thing, and I just hack him with talking Nigel, and I'm like, that's not a red card, and it's a red card. And I was like, why? Like, so ridiculous. But I read his tactic, and I just clear the ball, but because of that, I take off Huntelaar for Raj Taral. And I move everything about a bit. I move Eriksen to centre midfield, bring in Palombo. I'm like, Searchy, you're going to be playing second striker. And Searchy is absolutely amazing in second striker because he's so bloody fast. Well, not so bloody fast, but he's really fast. He's fast enough. But in the 68th minute, he gets the ball off Adebayor and bobs it in the near post finish. And I'm like, fair enough. Fair enough there. But again, he tries to ping it through. I'm just like, Burgard gets it. I'm like, alright, Elm's on the ball. Searchy makes it around. Searchy through on goal. And when he's through on goal, he more or less finishes it every time because his finishing is just insane. But in the 78th and 90th minute, he tries to do some stupid skills. Markcoos steals the ball off him. Like, Markcoos, slow it down a bit. It's coming to the 88th minute. Searchy's just like, I'm not slowing down for anyone. Runs on the left wing. I pass it back to Eriksen, and Eriksen pops in the back of the net. So, 2 goals for Eriksen. Korma actually makes one of his first saves of the bloody game. Rashida clears, and the whistle blows for full time. So, what's that? Oh, I won a game. Won a special match. Another one. Against someone who had a much better team than me. Really weird. Has 17 shots, 13 on target. He only had 4 shots on target throughout the whole game, 3 of which he scored from, and 1 which was on target, which was Korma's save in the last minute. I mean, that is ridiculous, mate. For a guy who has Adebayor and Bonlohor that up front, I absolutely destroyed him. So Eriksen gets man of the match, and as you can see, I've got money. I've got 8 million to spend, but I was like, nah, I'll go into the next game and try some new stuff. But with 8 million to spend, I ended up going back to renew some contracts, and that was about it. Went to the next match, face a guy who has a team strength less than me, but a rating better than mine. I'm like, alright then. As you see, he's got Crew, Hazard, Wright Phillips, Hazard, Van Persie, Van der March, Biabiani, and Dotan on the bench. And I was like, oh, Donovan on the bench. And I was like, what the hell? And he plays Van der March in midfield, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? And this guy was an absolute prick, but I still beat him. Like, he deserved to be beaten, like, badly by me, and I sort of beat him, but anyway, from kick-off, I give the ball back to him. Van der March runs for on goal, and he pops it back for Van Persie, cut back, and Van Persie scores. Then in the 15th minute ball, 15th minute, I get the ball with Donati, plays a great football through to Searchy, and I'm like, he was expecting me maybe to cut it back, but I was like, nah, screw that, Searchy, close control, and he just finesses it into the top corner. I'm like, thank you very much, like, Searchy's so good. But then, as you can see, he's like messing himself about. He has Van der March and Hazard playing as his centre backs, and for some reason he decides to pass it round the back very, very slowly in the 25th minute. And I'm not sure why. I was really perplexed by this, because as you can see, he changes to his preset tactic 1, and then he actually starts playing normal football again until I start pressuring him, and then he actually starts playing properly. It isn't just being an absolute prick. And I was like, what the hell, man? But in the 40th minute, get the ball with Searchy again, running down the right hand side. And I end up getting a corner kick after Rolando clears it. But here, this is possibly the best set piece you'll ever see in your life. A great low ball through to Burgard after bringing a player closer to me, and Burgard pops it in back to net. I was just like, nice. Like, that was a pretty nice goal, and I actually scored it. I was like, what the hell is going on? And it suddenly just popped in. I'm like, nice, Burgard, absolute beast. So at half time, it's 2-1. To me, I've only had 3 shots on target. He's only had 3 shots, 2 on target, but he's dominating possession because in that 25 minute spell where he just passed the ball but doing absolutely nothing. But in the 46th minute, I get the ball with Mulgrew. Mulgrew just makes a run forward. I didn't actually initiate it, he just makes a run forward. Palumbo picks him out, he brings his keeper out, and Mulgrew just pops him back in there. I was like, thank you very much, Mulgrew, making that run forward like an absolute legend that you are. And Mulgrew again on the 60th minute gets ball, and he just, I was like, screw you, mate, you did the same thing to me, so I did the same thing to him. I'm just like, Raj Terrell was just like, yeah, pass it back to Housawi, and Housawi was just like, how you doing, Raj Terrell? Like, have it back again. I was like, being an absolute prick, because he deserved it, he did the same to me, so, yeah, absolute prick. But then, in the 68th minute, I get a corner, I didn't get a corner, but I got a free kick. I take the free kick with Ericsson, I'm like, oh, I'll probably try and get us a goal. Don't get it on goal. I hit his defender straight in the face, and I was like, fair enough. Take a corner kick, and this corner kick I actually score from, again, 2 corners, and Huntelaar actually headers it in, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, so perplexed. But here, Burgard tries to get the ball, gets it, Van der March somehow wrestles him off the ball, again Van der March wrestles it, I try and slide tackle with Donati, Burgard hits it away, and it ends up going a penalty, and I was like, what the hell. But I was like, screw you, mate. It's in the 80 odd minutes, so I was like, Angola coming on, and he was going to play his second game ever. And yeah, Angola was just going back at the fifth, as a third centre back, at the 5th defender. And I try and save the penalty. I can actually get my hand on it, but that doesn't really matter. And again, into the last minutes of the match, I just do a little bit of painstaking time wasting. I do the exact same thing he did to me, but I do it right in the end of the match, like being an absolute prick. So, final whistle, 4-2, yeah. And this is basically the last match of the episode. But I just wanted to, this is not a short episode, 10 minutes long. But yeah, so 11 shots, 8 on target, 5 shots, 3 on target. And you should have seen that when I won this game, and the last game, I've been playing Noel Gallagher. I was playing What a Life, and I literally just raised my hands and I was like, what a life. Like, I was absolutely cheesing my nut off. Like, unbelievable, because both teams I faced, like his team technically rating was lower than mine because he had no bench. And the second guy, he had a better team than me. That was always expected. So yeah, so out of 3 games, I win 2 and I lose 1. I have the same ratio like every Markcoos Mafia. It's always win either 3 and lose 1. Anyway, Burgard man of the match. See, my rating goes up by 10, his rating goes down by 10. Like, fair enough, mate. But as you can see, I have a lot of money now to spend. A lot of money. I have 9 million to spend. Now all you'll be going, 9 million is nothing. 9 million is a lot to me. I guess a lot of money. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, alright, I look for my team. My team is pretty good. My first team's not good, but my backup team's pretty bad. And he's here in Golkan, Kevin Doyle, Steven Fletcher, Jamie Mackie, Mariappa, and Rashtarab don't really deserve to be there. But Rashtarab I'm going to keep, Mariappa I'm going to keep, Sayan Gokin I might get rid of, Kevin Doll I might get rid of, and Jamie Mackie I might get rid of, and replace them with better players, so then I actually have an overall better team. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this episode, and you want if you want to just tell me some stuff about what I should do with my big money, but either buy a big player or buy better players, then comment below. If you haven't already, subscribe. If you're one of the new viewers, subscribe to my channel for more from the Markcoos Mafia, more from PES. Check out Markcoos' reign at Arsenal. Check out my NBA videos, and catch you later.